Hello everyone, welcome back. In this video, we are going to see ad-hoc commands and playbook. So basically, ad-hoc commands is a way of executing single Ansible task quickly. It's like a single line command we can use to quickly test the host using the Ansible, and the syntax format will be Ansible. And then you need to specify the host pattern. For example, I'm using the test group and -m the module, and you need to specify the module that you want to execute. For example, I'm using ping module, or let's say if I want to execute uptime, so I'm using the command module and -a for the argument. So you need to specify the module argument, which is uptime. So here you can also specify the inventory file location if it is in a different than the default location. So here I can get the server B, which is part of the test group, the uptime of the server B. And the module that we use here is the command. The module is the actual piece of code which runs the task. So modules always item potent, meaning when we execute the same playbook using those module again and again, it will just skip. If it is already installed, it will just skip the module. It will not install it again. But if you are using the command module, then it will always execute the command that we are doing. So to find the like modules documentation, you can use Ansible doc command, and you can put L to list all the Ansible doc available for Ansible. So there are so many, you can grab using the required one, or you can also use Ansible -doc. For example, I want to check yum. Then it will give you it's like a man pages of the Ansible doc, and you can get all the options here. So using yum, you can use auto remove, and you can also find the examples. You can refer it. So you can use the yum module, and let's say you want to install HTTPD and the latest package version. So these are the like an example for the yum module. Let's say if you want to create a user, you can also use the Ansible ad-hoc command. I'm going to do it on the test group, and the module I'll be using command, and the argument I can use user add test1. So this will create the test1 account on server B. So now if I check the ID, then this is the ID of that user that we created. And now let's create a user using module instead of command. Let me use a user module to create the user, and here I am specifying name equal test2 and state present. Okay, now I have created test2 user, and you can see the information here. Let's say if I run the command again, it will not create because it is already there. So using this is called item potent. So when we run the command first time, it says changed. That means it has made some changes. And when we run the same command again, it says success because it is not done anything, but it is already created. So we can see the color difference, you know, since it is already done. We can also use the ping module. Let's Ansible. Let me check all the hosts to ping, and we can use the ping module. It will, check the ping status. We can see all are success. That means those are all reachable. And let me use the copy module. Dash copy, and here let's use the argument. I'm putting the content managed by Ansible, and the destination would be /etc MOTD, which is message of the day. And if I run this, then it will, update this content under the AGC MOTD file in the managed nodes. Okay, if I run it again, it will, say just success. It won't say changed, and you can see the color difference. And to verify, you can just use the cat. You can use the command module. Okay, we can see that all three server A, server B, and C with the MOTT message that is managed by Ansible. Okay, next we'll see the playbook. So playbook is a simple text file which contains the list of plays and tasks. It is in the YAML format. So basically the playbook contains the plays and tasks. So play means which is, define the target host, and like a task means it will define the action what we wanted to do on the managed node. Okay, so before we create a playbook, let's create a vimrc so that YAML is the it will be, space indentation. So if there is a space issue, then we will, get the error. So let me create vimrc, and here let me type set AI, which is auto indent, and EG extend tabs, and TS, which is the tab space, I'll leave true, and CUC cursor column. Let me source vimrc, and now let's say if I create a playbook, as I said, it's in YAML format, so we need to use .yml or YAML extension, and all the playbook, it will start with 3 dashes, and then we're going to put the name. So I'm creating users, and I need to specify the host on which I want to create, let's say, test group, and then I'm going to specify the task, So here put the name, creating user 1, and we will be using the user module. So the user name going to be user 1 and state present. Okay, and next creating user 2. You need to make sure the space indentation, and we'll be using the same user module. And here we are creating user 2 and the state present. Okay, now I'm going to Ansible. So for running the playbook, you need to use Ansible dash playbook. That is the command, and specify the playbook name. And you can first check the syntax. If there is any syntax error, then it will not run. So now we don't see any syntax error. And now, like, there is a command called check. With this, it will not create anything or make changes, but it will just run the dry run. It will not be making any changes, but it's just the dry run to see if we are getting properly. And now if I run this command without the check option, then it will create the users on the test group. As you can see, the server B changed to item. Let's run Ansible test. Let me use the command module and ID user 1. We can see that user 1 is created and user 2 also exists. Okay, next let's write a playbook for installing HTTPD. So Vim, I'm going to use HTTP install.yaml. So the dashes and type the name, install HTTPD package, and you need to specify the host. I'm using test, and specify the task, installing HTTPD package. So for installing packages, we need to use the AM module, and can specify the name HTTPD and the state present. Okay, and we can just update some index file, correct the index.html. So here we can use the copy module. Okay, and let's put some content. Welcome to Ansible automation, and the destination would be var www index.html. Okay, and next we'll start the services. Okay, so we can use the service module, and the name of the service would be httpd and the state started, and we are enabling the service. We can use yes or no, or we can use true, true or false. Okay, Ansible playbook. So now we are checking the syntax. Okay, so now let me execute the playbook without the check, so that it will, here you can see the play name, and it's gathering the facts, and in this task it is installing the package. Okay, so now this is completed. So let me check if the HTTP is installed. Ansible test command or PM. So yum list installed grub. Okay, we can see that HTTP has installed. Let me check the index.html file also. So here we can cat var www index.html. Okay, we can see that. Welcome to Ansible automation. Okay, so that's it in this video, and I'll see you in the next. Thank you.